video. Happy Halloween, everyone. It's finally here. So today we're going to do a 6-card spread. First card being something my ancestors want me to know today. Second card, what is ready to be released. Third card, what has been seeded and sown, ready to be birthed this coming year. So it's a little future there. 4, opportunities to embrace. 5, ancestral traits you can tap into. 6, a message from the beyond, from beyond the veil. So, because the veil is thinner this time of the year, so it's easier to communicate with spirits. I have chose 2 different decks today because I felt like that's what I was being led to do. So one of the decks is Mystical Shaman, and the other deck is the one we've been using, Spirit of the Animals, because Spirit, Halloween. So you see the play there. So anyways, Spirit, make me a channel of your peace and wisdom. Relieve me of the bondage of self, so that I may see clearly. Open to your light. Let there only be truth and understanding. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us today on this blessed Hallowed Eve. Well, it's not Eve, on this blessed hallowed day. Happy Halloween, everyone. So, the first 3 cards, I'm going to use the Mystical Shaman deck. And as I said, the first card is something my ancestors want me to know today. The second one being what is ready to be released. And the third one is what has been seeded and sown will be ready to be birthed in the coming year. And we are basically at the end of this year, so whatever is to be birthed that'll be coming, we don't have very long to wait. All right, so first card goes in the middle. The second card goes to the left. And the third card goes to the right. And you'll see in a minute, because all 3 cards are in protect mode. So that means there's something to be learned there, which is what we're expecting to do with our ancestors today. So the next 3 cards, I'm going to use the Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck. We'll just shuffle them up here. Maybe. And those questions are opportunities to embrace, ancestral traits that I can tap into, and a message from the beyond the veil. So, I don't know. There's a lot of people I would like to hear from beyond the veil. And most of the time, it's through a sight, through a song, through a smell, I can still sometimes smell my husband's cologne, and it's going on 3 years now since he's been gone. When I think of my Nana, for instance, I smell flowers. So it's whatever you relate to that person, I believe, is what you smell or what you hear. It's different for everybody, but it's the little things. So pay attention to the little things. So the first card, number 4, goes in the center. Number 5 goes to the left. And number 6 goes to the right. So here we go. Our first card is number 6, the blade. And like I said, it is in reverse. So in just a minute and I'll show it to you. Number 6. The blade. It's time to put down the sword and place it back in its holster. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the dreams, to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. So, essentially, the lesson for this is put your blade down, take a time out, get your emotions in order, and then cut the cords and set yourself free. So, basically, set yourself free. What needs to be released? We received the moon card, which is also in reverse. The moon. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun. And now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle. Let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. In the first one, the blade, you're cutting the cords. In this one, you need to meditate on the moon cycles and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. So if you're feeling a little depressed about something and you don't know how to figure it out, well, as you cut them cords, let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, your emotional, human, and spiritual needs. Look inside yourself after you cut them cords. Allow yourself to have the feelings or whatever you're feeling. Allow it to come to the surface, and so you can deal with it, so you can release that anger that you were feeling in the blade. The next one, what has been seeded and sown and ready to be birthed in the coming year, is number 43. Which is the rattle, which is also in reverse. You want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. When you are trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve the divine purpose. So we're cutting the cords and setting ourselves free. We're getting in touch with our feelings. And now we are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve the divine purpose. See how they're playing off of each other and teaching us the lessons that we need to be learned. For the rest, because I'll tie it all together towards the end, number 4, opportunities to embrace. We received number 19 of the animal oracle, dog spirit upright. He appears to remind you that although change is a part of life and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that this is a higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, many manifesting in the people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog also says, be true to which you love, for now is the time of good fortune. Be steady, for you recognize the people and the things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true. And dog wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. So, again, you've cut the cords. You're dealing with your feelings. You're being offered the Creator's tools to use for divine purpose. Now, with the dog, it's all about manifesting love. You desire all of it. You deserve it all. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. You deserve to be loved. Just trust. Be loyal to what you love, and you will receive love back. That's Spirit's plan. The next card for ancestral traits you can tap into, we got 55 in reverse. Just 1 minute here. Which is actually the snake. time to heal. So the ancestral traits that you can tap into, and there's the serpent. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by Snake to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on. Regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing, when your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable in any way. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake reminds you that hearts can be easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help the others heal. Again, it's all about healing. It's about forgiving yourself and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. As you do this, you will become stronger and you will develop more wisdom and you will do better in the future. So, if your heart has been wounded, it's time to practice that radical self-acceptance, because by forgiving yourself, it will help others to heal and forgive themselves for what has gone on. Our last card is a message from beyond the veil. It is number 11. It is in reverse, and it is the butterfly. Transformation is beautiful. And this card is beautiful. It's the butterfly. There you go. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In the moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and the joy of life as it moves through this season, as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointments. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to turning into the infinite potential available to you now. Butterfly knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. So this absolutely goes with this very first card. So we're ending almost on the same note we began on, because here we're cutting the cords and letting our anger go. As we do that, we focus on ourself with self-acceptance, and we love ourselves irregardless. We are receiving the Creator's tools, which we must put to good use to serve the divine purpose. As we be loyal to love, which at this point is self-love. So, because if we love ourselves, it'll radiate and others will love their self and will heal. As you be loyal to the love, the snake is asking you to practice that radical self-acceptance now. When you're in your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Again, it's expressing to love yourself and remain vulnerable anyways. You have been weak, but now you are beginning to becoming strong and developing wisdom and will do better in the future. And the last one is transformation. And it is also in reverse. And it is reminding us that transformation doesn't have to be traumatic or dramatic as things may seem, because change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. Butterfly knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. Again, it's referring to the first card. Like I said a few minutes ago, it's saying, let go. Just let it go and trust that there is something great for you. I can relate to these cards on so many different levels in my life. I hope that there's something that you could relate to today from these cards as well. The biggest part is self-acceptance and self-love. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else and before you can help anyone else. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, as Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year because of the veil being thinner and the opportunity to commune with the ones that have went on. I just enjoy it. You notice my festive little hat. So have a wonderful Halloween, and I will see you for Friday. And honestly, I think we're going to start with a different deck this Friday instead of fairies. I might have a new surprise for everyone. Please go in love and light and have a wonderful, wonderful Halloween.